Hello everybody and welcome to another Immortal Engines video. Today we have not one but two new generators to work on. Without further ado, let's find out what they are. So last night I was looking up online, more specifically Craigslist, and I found somebody selling not one but two the generators with a parallel kit for an RV for a starting price of $500. Now that's promising. Gentleman is called Dave, and in the ad he says that the generators have been sitting, probably have bad gas in the carbs. I think one doesn't start and the other one does, but maybe doesn't run good. So we're gonna go and take a look at them and see what we can do. Hopefully bring them home and fix them up. I'll keep you posted. Okay guys, so we have the generators loaded up in the trunk. They seem to be really nice generators. The guy told me that they only have 20 hours in them. He never really used them for his RV. They set for a long time. I went ahead and made him an offer of $400 for both, and he accepted. They're in the trunk. We're gonna take him home, put him in the shop, and see if we can make him run. Back to the shop. Ta-da! Oh yeah, this was a really nice score, everybody. Look, I even put it on a turntable for you. So, what's the story with these? I found them on Craigslist. I messaged the guy about 3 times until he got back to me. I guess he wasn't seeing my emails, but long story short, he told me these guys were bought 8 years ago and that they were only used for 20 hours. The rest of the time they just sat at his garage. So why were they so cheap? Well, obviously they don't run, but I suspect it's just bad gas in the system. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get into that one first. I'm gonna pull the carburetor. Just not even gonna try anything else. Just pull the carburetor, clean it. Then I'm gonna, before I reinstall the carburetor, I'm gonna put some gas in there, flush the gas system, then plug it into the carb. It should fire right up, and this one will follow suit. Probably both have exactly the same problem. So I'm gonna show you how to do this one, and then I'm gonna time lapse the other one. Let's get to work. Okay guys, there it is, the start of the show. So let's go ahead and start tearing into this and see what we find out. I think I'm gonna try to do a real-time video for you guys. I'm not gonna fast forward it all that much because I really want you guys to see how long it takes and everything that's involved with cleaning the carburetor on a generator. Wow, look at the air filter. Here's where you could tell the history of a generator. The air filter. Nothing, no dust whatsoever. Even this guy. And for the smell of it, yeah, it smells like 1,000-year-old gasoline. It's not the greatest smell in the world. So what I like to do is I like to put all my parts inside the lid. It has the slots and spaces for the screws to fall in. That way we don't lose anything. It's very important. These two are size 8, and same with that one. Just pry it out with a flathead. Once you get it to break loose, it's a piece of cake. Oh boy, it's raining harder. Worst case, if it gets too bad, I'm gonna put a time lapse. Now the choke is really hard. This should be extremely light. You see how dirty that is? It's got like a brown rust color to it. That's the ethanol on the gas going bad. Let's disconnect the fuel line. I'm gonna shut the gas off before we unplug it. Expect some gas to come out. Ugh. I think it's ready to get pulled. There we go. And now we gotta pull this cap off so we can find out. Yep, it's a carb. This is the stepping motor that controls the throttle. And luckily for us, unlike other generators, this one just pops out. Watch. And that's it. If I'm not mistaken, this guy should just come out of here. Now we gotta unplug the hoses, I guess. They're stuck with this one. Yeah, it's not a problem. Usually when you try pulling, they won't come out, so you gotta break them loose first. Spin it. And then pull. Lord. Oof, okay. Alright, carburetor is free. So I'm gonna put it on a clean surface and show you how to get it clean. Okay guys, the rain is still going. I don't know you, but I kind of like the sound of rain. So let's try a video of cleaning a carburetor with the sounds of the rain. Let's pull this little guy right here. Wow. Oh, that doesn't look good. That's really dirty. Wait till you see this bowl. I can already see it coming. It's gonna be nasty. So let me break it loose here. Yuck. Check that out. Up next, we're gonna pull the float and the needle valve. I'll leave those guys in there. A little bit of gas. And I don't know if you're able to see, but I can already see from here the idle jet. It's extremely dirty. It's all full of green stuff and muddy looking old gas. Yeah, this guy will have never started. Thank God they didn't break the pull start on it, because that's what happens every time I get a generator that comes from a frustrated owner. You can tell they try to start it a million times because they end up breaking the cord. If it doesn't start in 3 pulls, guys, you need to work on it, unfortunately. Oh, I really like the sound of the rain. Oh, alright, there you go. We have one more thing that's supposed to come out. There. Should fall out. There you go. First shot. Cool. So, what else? Oh, now we have to pull the idle jet that's right there. Don't forget about that guy, because if you don't clean it, it won't run. So, let me eyeball. There's a plastic screw you have to pull. So look on the opposite side of the screw and see how much it's sticking out. You have to put that back the same way it was. There it is. Throw it in there. And now we can finally get to the idle jet. And just pry it out. Just like that. Idle jet. For this job, you're gonna need a needle. One of these guys. It's not specifically a needle, I don't know what it's called, but it's used to hold fabrics together just before you're about to sew them. So go and look in your wife's sewing drawer and steal one of these, maybe 2. And the thinner, the better. Let me show you why you'll need it. So we're gonna grab our needle and our idle jet, and we're gonna kind of spin it around. We want to loosen up all the nasty stuff, and then we're gonna spray it. Okay. Unless you see that, it's not clean. So make sure you inspect it visually. The little hole has to look perfectly round. That's clean. Now we're gonna do this one. For this one, the reason why your generator is not starting is because all of these holes are plugged. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go row by row, and we're gonna insert or needle in them one by one. Just look at all the crud. This would have never started. Oh yeah, I think I think we're good now. Let me try that one more time. So try that on one side and then turn it to make sure you see both sides. You know what? I think that'll work. Up next, without letting it get to the O-ring, we're gonna spray, actually the spray right here. It should come out on here. That's where the gas comes in from. Ah, I was wrong. That way. Okay, we spray it in there. Now we spray here in the middle. You should see it come out the center. Spray everything. There. This is for the idle. Watch. Okay, so it seems like just the jets were dirty. Now we're gonna get this guy cleaned. Yep. Spray the inside of this carburetor a little bit. And it looks like we can start reassembly. But before, we got one last thing to clean, just this guy. Before you insert this here, make sure you removed all the brake clean from there. So pop that back in, grab your screw, place it where it was. Next, we're gonna insert this long guy right here. Not sure what it's called. And then our jet, let's call the main jet. Okay, that's good. Next, we're gonna reinstall our needle and float. Just like that. So we're ready for our bolt again. Remember, it needs to match the choke. And last, okay, so we're gonna tighten this. Nothing wild. Now we have one more step to do. Next, before we install our freshly cleaned carburetor, we don't want to ruin it after it's been cleaned. So what you want to do is you want to grab your fuel line, you want to pop it out from its place, point it down, and down here you want to put it in the on position and drain some of the gas. Okay, let's give it a few pulls so we can purge it. There you go. Yeah, surging a little bit. Let's give it a few minutes. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you buy a cheap, non-running Honda EU3000 and you bring it back to life. Okay guys, I'm ready to wrap this video up. I finally got both generators taken care of. I cleaned the carb, flushed the gas, and changed the oil. If this was helpful to you, please subscribe to Immortal Engines. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And thank you for stopping by. See you in the next one.